Well, every day in the safari, I don't know if you guys know this, but every day in the safari, a lion wakes up and the gazelle wakes up. The gazelle might not know how the day is going to end, but 100% of the time, the lion knows how it's going to end.
Cheers.
No matter how far that gazelle run, no matter how fast that gazelle run, it's going to end up with the lion eating his ass. No? Nobody? Shane. All right. You guys got your notepads and pens? All right. So today I want to talk to you guys about like the 8 habits of a winner. Right? So write that down. The 8 habits of a winner. Right? And so number 1 is be the standard.
Cheers.
Be the standard, be the best. What do you guys, when you think about being the standard, what comes to your mind? Performing. What else? When you think about being the best, what is being the best?
Consistency.
Consistency. Leading by example, right? Being like undeniable, right?
Cheers.
There you go, right? So when you look at sports, and I'm a basketball person, so it's always this argument, is LeBron the best? Is Michael Jordan the best? Is Kobe Bryant? All these people, right? But the reason why they had this conversation because all those guys was the standard. That makes sense?
Cheers.
And so when you think about one day that you guys are going to be managing running a location, the only way you get there is by being the standard,
Cheers.
right? And so when it comes to our business, what is being the standard is? Well, it's going out there in the field, write this down, setting the pace. It's coming in atmosphere, prepared and on time. And on time is early, it's not late, it's not on time, it's early. But most importantly, it's been impactful to the people that's around you.
Cheers.
That makes sense? Showing up to give.
Cheers.
That's the biggest thing, right? And so I love LeBron James for this simple fact. Him and Tom Brady, when you think about leadership, there was a time to where if LeBron James was on your team, you would make the finals. He spent a whole decade in the finals with 4 different teams. Just think about that. Every place that he went to, he had to reassemble a new roster, different people, and still make it to the finals. Right? You have who J.R. Smith is. Right? When he was with the Knicks, they didn't want him. He was a detriment to the team. But when he got with LeBron, he didn't do that. That's called leadership. Who all know who Antonio Brown is? He was out the lead. But Tom Brady's like, bro, come to my house, sleep on my couch. We're going to win a championship together in Tampa Bay. And they won a championship. That's leadership.
Cheers.
These people act up everywhere they was, but when they got around LeBron James and they got around Tom Brady, because of who they were, they got the best out of them. Do you get the best out of the people that's around you? That's being the standard. Juice about that? All right. Number 2, train like an athlete.
Cheers.
This is my favorite. So when you guys look at athletes, right? Have you guys ever been to like a basketball game, a football game, or a soccer game, and they just like got on the field and start playing? Or got on the court? No, right? They warmed up. They trained. There's something called off season, right? The equivalent to that towards here is that's your days.
Cheers.
And for what me and Sierra understand is for like the past 2 days, sometimes we'll come in and people don't like know their days. And they wonder why they're not performing in the field. You're not training like an athlete. If an athlete doesn't train, if they don't hydrate, they get out there, they pull something, right? If they don't train, then they become a detriment to the team because now their team can't rely on them to go out there and win. It's a team sport.
Cheers.
That makes sense? So when you guys are not going home and you're not training, or you come in the atmosphere and you're not training, and then you go out in the field and it's time for you to perform, you can't perform because you didn't put in the training in order for you to perform.
Cheers.
That makes sense? You can never cry about the results that you don't get for the work that you never put in. That makes sense? So we gotta do a better job at training. It should be no reason why when I'm asking you guys, teach me day 1, teach me day 2, teach me day 3, teach me day 4, you don't know how to do it. That goes back to being the example, being the standard. People are gonna do half your good and half your half your good and all your bad. That makes sense?
Cheers.
And so if they can't learn from you because you're not the standard, if you're not going into the hitting goals, if you're not coming in the atmosphere, you're not teaching the training, like they're not learning properly.
Not juice.
And then now months from now, you got people on your team and you like, well, my people suck. Well, they suck because you suck.
Cheers.
That's why they suck. Leadership is a reflection of you. It's easy to blame things on other people when you're not looking in the mirror. That makes sense? Everything starts with you. Before you can get a team, before you can lead others, can you first lead yourself?
Cheers.
And that's what the field does. They go, well, you know, yeah, I want to manage a company. I want to run an office. Great. Before we do that, we're going to give you a binder, or we're going to give you a product, we're going to give you a service, and we're going to put you out in the general public and see how you respond. Can you lead yourself?
Cheers.
Right? And production reflects motivation. Motivation reflects production. So the person that's coming back, when you get like a Dom, like I was on the phone with Dom this morning, they stayed out all late yesterday. Late. Her and TQ always out late. But that's why they're on the high rollers every single week.
Cheers.
That makes sense? I know they're not bullshitting. I know they're out there working. Because the results show that they're working. That makes sense?
Cheers.
All right, number 3. Network with intention.
Cheers.
Whatever. Network with intention. So what do I mean by that? Well, some of you guys, raise your hands if you was at the conference. It's a lot of you guys. Raise your hand if you got like 2 numbers. Raise your hand if you got 3 numbers. Raise your hand if you got 4 numbers. Okay, so you guys got numbers. Now, so now raise your hand if you have talked to any of those people since the conference. Okay. So I don't see as much hands up when I first asked the question. We have to network with intention. The whole point of those conferences and the whole point of every single morning when we bring up the high rollers, right, we're showing you the people who's doing an amazing job.
Cheers.
Right? And so if you don't network with them, you're slowing down your management training program. I always say, why go through the pain if I don't have to go, if somebody already went through it for me? That makes sense?
Cheers.
And so if somebody already went through the whole field and did everything for me, I can then skip all the pain and get straight to success if I just ask the question, if I just make the phone call, if I just talk to them. That makes sense?
Cheers.
Why would I want it to be slower? Who want to stay in the field for forever?
Not me.
Do y'all want to stay in the field for forever? Y'all want to be sales reps all the whole time? Or do y'all want to get the management?
Cheers. Management.
Right? And so at the conference, we saw maybe 4 or 5 people get promoted?
Yeah. Cheers.
The question is, did you guys get their number?
Yes. Cheers.
Did you guys talk to them? Did you ask how they did it? Did you tell them what you were struggling with so they can help you? It's funny, I had a call, and this is very, very important. So I had a guy from Kim office. He texted me, and I said, bro, I'm going to call you tomorrow. And I didn't call him yesterday, I forgot. And as I'm driving, he sent me a text, hey, bro, you never called. I'm like, you're right, I did, I forgot about it. He called me
Cheers.
on my way in. And he's like, yeah, I'm like 3 minutes out from the office. Yeah, I want to just pick your brain. I want to know, like, how did you put in 20-something installs or 30-something installs when you was in the field? He was intentional about it.
Cheers.
I was supposed to call him and I didn't. He followed up with me.
Cheers.
The word follow up. Don't you guys supposed to do that with your customers? Mm-hmm. See how that relates towards business? That makes sense? You guys have to be intentional about your networking. Intentional about getting the information that you need so that way you can progress through the management training program. That makes sense?
Cheers.
All right. Number 4. Adapt the lion mentality.
Adapt what?
Adapt the lion mentality.
You said lion?
Lion. No, I got to ask that.
Yes.
Right? You okay? Adopt the lion mentality. And what does that mean? Well, every day in the safari, I don't know if you guys know this, but every day in the safari, a lion wakes up and a gazelle wakes up. The gazelle might not know how the day is going to end, but 100% of the time, the lion knows how it's going to end.
Cheers.
No matter how far that gazelle run, no matter how fast that gazelle run, it's going to end up with the lion eating his ass, right? And so my mentality when I was out in the field, no matter how long, how many no's I took, no matter how many hours I was out there and I was on zero, it's going to end up with me ringing my bell. Juice, that makes sense? Because every single day when I'm out there, my mindset and the lion knows that if he doesn't eat, if he doesn't kill, his family doesn't eat. That makes sense? And so that goes back to your step 7. What is your step 7? What is your why? And when I mean your why, it means it needs to be an emotional why, that when you think about it, it actually make you cry.
Cheers.
That makes sense? For me, it was my mom. My mom had cancer and my sister had lupus. Right? And so for me, understanding, thinking about rain, snow, well, it don't snow in Florida, but just say you're in the climate where it snows. But a rude customer, those things didn't matter to me because I was thinking about my family.
Cheers.
That makes sense? And so when you guys are out there, and if you have a real step 7, when you find yourself having a hard day, it's very, very simple to figure out what you should do.
Cheers.
Ask yourself this question: what matters most? Does this thing matter most, or do my step 7 matter most? And oftentimes you realize that it's your step 7, so this thing doesn't matter. That makes sense? So when I was out there, does this rude customer matter, or does my mom matter? Who do you? Does the heat matter, or do my sister matter? So this doesn't matter. That makes sense? That's how you learn how to regulate your emotions when you're out there in the field. Juice by that? All right, number 5. Leave no stone unturned. Leave no stone unturned. And that means talk to everybody.
Cheers.
Right? You don't want to skip people. Sometimes you go out there and you see a person with a resting bitch face, and oftentimes when you talk to them, they cool as hell.
Yep.
Right? Guys that does glass, you might see an old car, you think, well, damn, they don't got full coverage, you knock on the door, and there's an old lady with State Farm. Right? Never prejudge. Never leave no stone unturned. Right? You want to talk to everybody, but most importantly, study your information. Most importantly, network. Leave no stone unturned. Max out on your full potential. That makes sense?
Cheers.
If you max out every single day on your full potential, then you get to a point to where it's not like you're chasing your dreams. It's almost as if your dreams are chasing you. It's only a matter when y'all meet. That makes sense?
Cheers.
All right, number 6. Outwork everyone and then work some more.
Juice.
Say that again. Outwork everyone and then work some more. That's what's required in order to be the best. That's what's required in order to be the standard. Right? And you guys, some of you guys saw Ken, and Ken was a great example of that. He outworked everybody. And I'm just gonna be real with you, he did. I seen this dude get in like 6 different car accidents. But every single morning at 7:30, when I walked in his office, guess who was in his office? If I could put Ken out in a 2-man, a 3-man, or 4-man, I could put 5 people in his car. All of them will come back with their bell rung.
Cheers.
He all worked everybody. Come in the morning, hey bro, you need help with this, you need help with that, you need help with this, you need help with that. All work, but that's why he's Ken. That's why he got almost 200 grand saved.
Cheers.
People who are successful are not accidentally successful, they're intentionally successful. It's intention. That goes back to networking with attention, but operating with attention as well. That makes sense?
Cheers.
That's equivalent to when you guys who love Kobe Bryant. We all know that Dumb love Kobe Bryant. Right? I love using this analogy because it brings the point home. But Kobe Bryant didn't leave the gym until he made 2,000 shots. Let me say it again. He didn't leave the gym until he made 2,000 shots. Not shot, made. But those shots wasn't just regular shots. Those shots were actually game shots that he would actually get in the game. So imagine doing the same move in the same place for 20 minutes, to 30 minutes, to 40 minutes. Now, when he get in the game, whether it's 2 defenders, 3 defenders, it doesn't matter. It's muscle memory at this point.
Cheers.
That makes sense?
Cheers.
And so when you're practicing with attention, they always say that practice make perfect. No, perfect practice make perfect.
Cheers.
Right? That allows you to go out there in the field and have mastery and be like a Kobe Bryant, right? And so when I look at Ken, if you've ever been out field with Ken, some of you guys haven't, it's unconscious. He don't even think about it. He's just being Ken. But because he put the work in. That made sense? He outworked everybody.
Juice.
That makes sense?
Juice.
So, number 7. Believe delusionally.
Juice.
Believe delusionally, right? And what I mean by that is that, you know, like when you look at like little kids, and they just like believe in all this crazy stuff. They believe in like Santa Claus. You remember when you was a kid, you believe in Santa Claus? The Easter Bunny. Who all remember like when you was a kid and used to say like Bloody Mary in the mirror? You guys didn't do that? Or like Freddy Krueger. You guys didn't do that? You still don't, y'all ain't do that? Y'all didn't do it because what? You believe you believe it, right? You believe that he might show up, right? Right? But you know the craziest thing is that kids have like more balls than adults. They have more balls than adults. I think about, for example, my niece, right? I took her to the fair, and we're at the fair, and it's like ladies in front of us with her daughter. And it was the simplest, most cutest thing. She just walked up to the girl, hey, do you want to be my friend? Oh, sure. And for the whole next 2 hours, they rode rides together.
Yes. That is so
Now you get to the adult, she weird, he weird, like I don't want to talk, like it's, kids have, like, let's think about it. When I was in school, I remember this time to where they had career day. And the firefighters came in and they asked the generic question that they always ask. But one of the questions they asked was, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you guys remember ever being asked that question? Yeah. Now, as a kid, we should say it with so much excitement, oh, I want to be an NBA player. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. Like, you had so much certainty, so much conviction, so much enthusiasm. But as you grew up and life started happening, you start slowly selling for a life that you didn't even envision for yourself when you was a kid.
not juice.
Kids have more imaginations than adults. They have more balls than adults. They'll run out in the middle of the road, climb up a tree. Oh, doggy. How many of you guys saw a dog and then feeling ran? Ran away, right? Right? I got bit twice in the field, right? So I want you guys to go back to dreaming and believing like a kid.
Juice.
Right? Because in order to change your life, and in order to change your situation, that's what it's going to take. Because the body goes as the mind goes. If you can't see it, if you can't believe it, then it's not going to happen. Juice?
Juice.
Right? 8. And last but not least, just win.
Juice. Just win.
Right? Winners just win, no matter what. No matter what situation is, just win.
Juice.
And I'll tell you guys a story that happened to me. I'll never forget. So I was in Sanford, and this is the only time I really left Orlando. And so we're in Sanford, and so it's me, I'm training Jamal, not that Jamal, another different Jamal. And so I'm in one side of Sanford, and then you have Contagia, and you have Steven in the other side. And so I hit this dude house, signed him up. Then I go around the corner, boom, I remember like yesterday, older white dude, he had State Farm, got a double banger. As I'm doing the deal, Jamal whispered to my ear, hey bro, they're towing your car. I'm like, what? So I'm still doing the deal. And so when I looked, back then I had an orange Challenger, I see my car just on the thing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I finished the deal, boom, 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 and I walk back to the door. Hey bro, I'm like, hey, so they towed my car. Oh man, that was yours? I didn't know that was yours. I said, you didn't think, like random dude knocked on your door, signed you up, car just sitting in front of your yard, like, but I knew probably what the game was. It's just like the person who was the tour company probably like, hey, listen, you see a car here, blah, 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 whatever the situation may be. So now I'm like upset, but so I found a touring company. I called the people, I'm kind of like low key going off. I'm like, hey, blah, blah, blah. They told me how much it was. Now my wallet is in the car. I don't have a wallet. So now I have to call Contagia. Contagio's on the other side of Sanford. I'm like, hey, do you have like $120 on you? She's like, well, no, I can go back to Orlando and get it. Now, mind you, Contagia is a single mom, right? And so she had to leave to go all the way back to go get some money so I can get my car, right? And so now I'm like, all right, well, I got Contagia on it. Hey, bro, let's keep walking. He's like, well, I'm like, yeah, let's keep walking. So boom, boom, we knocking on doors, blah, 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 blah. So I end up getting 4 deals. He ended up getting 3. Then Contagia comes back. She picks me up, and we drive to the towing place, and whatever it is. And so now, obviously, I'm about to like, kind of like go off because they took my car. But guess what happened? As I'm talking, the lady pulled up and she had a crack on her windshield. And all I would think about, I just took this girl out the field to help me out. So that's money and time that she took away from taking care of her kid. So then I started talking to a lady, CPR, and just start talking, whatever it is. And she says, oh, I'm sorry that happened. This is actually my son. He has a trucking company. Oh, okay, well, we'll just take your car out. I didn't have to pay the money. But and then she was like, well, actually, he got like some rail trucks that have some cracks in the windshield. You don't say. Hey, Katasia, how about you go follow her? And so what happened was Katasia ended up with 3 deals, and Stephen also ended up with 3 deals.
Juice.
That makes sense? And so then as we're driving back to the office, the guy, Jamal says, he said, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't have done that. Like, if my car would have been taken, like my mental would have been out of it. He said, how did you? I said, well, you can always tell the size of a person's paycheck, but my problem is you can solve.
Juice.
I said, the problem was solved. There was no point in me worrying about it. I said, not only did I have to make sure that we was good, but I also have a team out here, right? And so when you think about that, you have to make sure that the people around you are good, no matter what. Winners just find a way to win. So in that moment, I could have got caught in my emotions. But what mattered most was making sure that the people that was in my care actually can make money and take care of their family. That makes sense? Once again, it's so easy for you to quit and not do things that you're supposed to do when you're thinking about yourself. But when you think about how your inaction affects somebody else, it's not so easy. That makes sense? And so these are the 8 habits of a winner. If you guys apply all these 8 habits, trust me, every single day you're gonna go out there and you're gonna win, no matter what the situation is.